Stop buying bleach. Stop buying those expensive mold-killing sprays that smell like a chemical factory exploded in your bathroom. You are wasting money, and worse, you are likely making the mold problem worse in the long run. I'm going to show you a single mineral. It costs less than $1. You can buy it at any grocery store, any hardware store, or even online in bulk. It is not magic. It is chemistry. And if you are dealing with black spots on your shower caulk, green fuzz on your wood cabinets, or that musty smell in your basement, this is the only thing you need. I've been cleaning for 30 years. My father cleaned for 30 years before me. His father did too. We don't guess, we test. And this mineral passes every test. Here is the reality. You see black spots. You scrub them. They come back 2 weeks later. You spray bleach, the spots disappear for a day. Then they return darker than before. Why? Because you are treating the symptom, not the cause. Most people think mold is just dirt. It's not. Mold is a living organism. It has roots. When you use standard cleaners, you are often just bleaching the top layer, leaving the roots alive underground. Or worse, you are feeding them. Today, I'm going to teach you how to kill the root, not hide it. Kill it using borax. Just borax. No mixing 10 different ingredients, no dangerous fumes, just one powder, water, and the right technique. Let's talk about the problem. Why does mold keep coming back? You clean your bathroom. It looks pristine. You feel good. Then 3 weeks later, you walk in and there it is. That pink slime in the corner, the black specks on the grout, the fuzzy patch behind the toilet. It's frustrating. It's embarrassing when guests come over. But more than that, it's a health hazard. Mold spores are airborne. You breathe them in. For some people, it's just an annoyance. For others, it triggers asthma, allergies, and respiratory issues. You cannot ignore it. But the industry wants you to believe you need a new product every month. They sell you Mold Blaster 3000 or Extreme Fungus Fighter. These are mostly water and marketing. They work temporarily because they contain harsh chemicals that strip the surface color of the mold, but they do not penetrate porous surfaces. If you have mold on drywall, wood, or grout, surface cleaners fail. They sit on top. The moisture gets trapped underneath. The mold feeds on the organic material in your walls and wood. It grows deeper. You're fighting a war with a water gun. You need artillery. Now, let's look at the reason why your current methods are failing. There are two main reasons. First, moisture. Mold needs water to survive. If you don't fix the leak, the condensation, or the humidity, mold will always return. No cleaner in the world can stop mold if your house is wet. But assuming you have addressed the source of the water, the second reason is the cleaner itself. Bleach is sodium hypochlorite. It is effective on non-porous surfaces, like glass or metal. But on porous surfaces, like wood, drywall, or grout, bleach is mostly water. The chlorine part evaporates quickly. The water soaks in. This water carries nutrients into the wood or drywall. It feeds the mold roots. So you bleach the surface white, but you water the roots. The mold comes back stronger. Vinegar is better. Acetic acid kills about 82% of mold species, but it is acidic. It can etch natural stone. It can damage certain finishes on wood cabinets if left too long. It smells strong, and for heavy infestations, sometimes it isn't enough. You need something that changes the pH level of the surface to make it uninhabitable for mold, without feeding it and without damaging the material. You need an alkaline solution that penetrates. This brings us to the solution. Borax, sodium borate. It is a naturally occurring mineral. It is mined from the earth. It is not a synthetic chemical created in a lab to sell you a subscription. It has been used for cleaning for over a century. Why does it work? Borax is alkaline. It has a pH of around 9.5. Mold thrives in neutral to slightly acidic environments. When you apply borax, you raise the pH of the surface. This creates an environment where mold cannot survive. It disrupts the cellular structure of the fungus. But here's the key difference between borax and bleach. Borax does not evaporate. It stays on the surface. It penetrates porous materials. It kills the mold at the root. And because it remains as a residue, it prevents future growth. It acts as an inhibitor. You clean it once and it keeps working. It is not a quick fix. It is a permanent fix. I have used this on wood cabinets in humid kitchens. I have used it on bathroom tiles. I have used it on basement concrete. It works every time. Let's get into the practical application. How do you use it? You do not need a complex recipe. Do not add vinegar. Do not add lemon juice. Acid neutralizes the alkalinity of borax, rendering it useless. Keep it simple. You need 2 ingredients, borax and hot water. That's it. Here is the ratio. 1 cup of borax to 1 gallon of hot water. Hot water helps dissolve the borax faster. Borax dissolves slowly in cold water. Stir it until the powder is completely dissolved. You should have a clear or slightly cloudy liquid. If you see grains at the bottom, keep stirring. You want a saturated solution. Pour this into a spray bottle, or for larger areas like floors or large cabinet surfaces, use a bucket and a sponge. Before you start spraying, you need to prep the area. Safety first. Borax is safe, but it is an irritant. Do not eat it. Do not rub it in your eyes. Wear gloves. If you are sensitive to dust, wear a mask while mixing the powder. Once mixed, it is safe. Now, look at the moldy area. If there is thick, fuzzy growth, do not spray it yet. You will spread the spores into the air. Take a damp paper towel or a rag. Wipe away the loose surface mold. Throw that rag away immediately. Do not reuse it. You want to remove the bulk of the biomass before you treat the surface. This prevents the spores from becoming airborne when you spray. Now apply the borax solution. Spray it generously onto the affected area. If you're using a sponge, soak the sponge and wipe it on. You want the surface to be wet. Let it sit. This is a step most people skip. They spray and wipe immediately. That is wrong. Borax needs time to work. Let it sit for at least 10 minutes. For heavy infestations, let it sit for 30 minutes. Do not let it dry out completely if you can help it. If it starts to dry, spray it again. During this time, the solution is penetrating the pores. It is killing the roots. It is raising the pH. You will see the mold start to loosen. After the dwell time, take a stiff, bristled brush. A nylon brush is best. Do not use wire brushes on wood or delicate tiles. They will scratch. Scrub the area. You will see the mold lift away. It should come off easily. If it doesn't, spray more borax solution and let it sit longer. Do not force it. Let the chemistry do the work. Once you have scrubbed, you have a choice. You can rinse it or you can leave it. I recommend leaving it. Remember, the residual borax prevents regrowth. If you rinse it all away, you lose that protective barrier. If you are worried about the white powdery residue, you can wipe it with a damp cloth after it has dried. But do not soak it, just a light wipe. The microscopic layer remaining will keep the mold away. Let's talk about specific surfaces. Wood cabinets are tricky. Wood is porous. It absorbs moisture. If you have mold on your kitchen cabinets, it is usually due to humidity or a leak under the sink. Do not saturate the wood. Use a spray bottle to mist the borax solution lightly. Do not drench it. Let it sit for 10 minutes. Scrub gently with a soft brush. Wipe away the excess. Let it air dry. The borax will draw out some moisture as it dries, which helps the wood. Do not use bleach on wood. It will discolor the finish and weaken the fibers. Borax is safe for finished and unfinished wood. I have restored 100-year-old oak cabinets with this method. They look new and the smell is gone. What about shower grout? Grout is cement-based. It is very porous. Mold loves grout. Apply the borax solution. Let it sit for 30 minutes. Scrub with a grout brush. You may need to repeat this process twice for old, deep stains. The first application kills the mold. The second application lifts the stain. Afterward, consider sealing your grout. Borax cleans it, but a sealer protects it. However, even without a sealer, the residual borax will slow down regrowth significantly. Compare this to bleach. Bleach whitens the grout instantly, but the mold returns in a month. Borax takes a little more elbow grease, but the results last for months, sometimes years. What about drywall? This is the hardest surface. If you have mold on drywall, you have a serious moisture problem. Fix the leak first. If the mold is superficial, you can use the borax solution. Spray it on, let it sit, wipe it gently. Do not scrub hard or you will damage the paper face of the drywall. If the mold has penetrated deep into the drywall, no cleaner will save it. You must cut out the affected section and replace it. Borax can treat the studs behind the drywall before you put up new sheets. This prevents the mold from coming back on the new wall. This is a pro tip. When renovating a basement or a bathroom, wipe down the wooden studs with borax solution before installing drywall. It acts as a preventative treatment. It costs pennies and saves you thousands in remediation later. Common mistakes to avoid. First, do not mix borax with vinegar. I said this before, but it is important. Acid cancels out the alkalinity. You end up with salty water and ineffective cleaning. Second, do not expect instant results on deep stains. The mold might be dead, but the stain remains. The stain is organic matter. You may need to use a little hydrogen peroxide after the borax treatment to lift the color, but only after the mold is dead. Kill first, clean second. Third, do not use borax on aluminum. It can corrode aluminum over time. For stainless steel, glass, tile, wood, and concrete, it is safe. For aluminum, stick to mild soap and water. Let's address the cost. A box of borax costs about $3 to $5. It lasts for months. A bottle of specialized mold remover costs $8 to $12 and lasts for 2 or 3 cleanings. Over a year, you save hundreds of dollars by switching to borax. But more importantly, you reduce the chemical load in your home. You are not breathing in chlorine gas. You are not wiping toxic residues on surfaces where your children play. Borax is natural. It is effective. It is cheap. It is the janitor's secret weapon. We have used it for generations because it works. Industry tries to complicate cleaning to sell products. We keep it simple to solve problems. You might ask, is it safe for pets? Borax is generally safe when used correctly. Keep pets away from the wet solution. Do not let them drink it. Once it's dry, it is safe. If you have a dog that licks the floor, rinse the area after the borax has had time to work. But for high surfaces like cabinets and showers, it is not an issue. Always use common sense. Store the powder out of reach of children and pets. Treat it with the same respect you would give any cleaning product. It is not candy, but it is far safer than the alternatives under your sink. Let's recap the process. Identify the mold. Remove loose spores with a damp rag. Mix 1 cup of borax with 1 gallon of hot water. Apply it to the surface. Let it sit for 10 to 30 minutes. Scrub with a brush. Wipe away the debris. Let it dry. Do not rinse if possible. Check the area in a week. If any spots remain, repeat the process. Usually 1 treatment is enough. Maintain low humidity in your home. Use exhaust fans in bathrooms and kitchens. Fix leaks immediately. Cleaning is half the battle. Prevention is the other half. Borax helps with both. I want to share a story from my early days. I was working in an old library. The basement archives had a severe mold problem. The books were at risk. The city wanted to use industrial fungicides. The smell was overpowering. It was dangerous for the workers. I suggested borax. They laughed. They said it was too simple. I insisted. We treated the shelves and the surrounding walls with borax solution. We let it dry. The mold died. The musty smell vanished. The books were saved. No toxic fumes, no expensive contractors, just borax and labor. That experience taught me that the oldest solutions are often the best. We overcomplicate things. We look for magic bullets, but nature provides what we need. You can buy borax in the laundry aisle. It is often labeled as 20 Mule Team Borax or similar brands. It is the same product. Do not buy Boraxo hand soap. Buy the pure powder. Check the label. It should say 100% sodium borate. If it has added perfumes or detergents, it is not what you want. You want the pure mineral. It is versatile. You can use it to clean toilets, deodorize carpets, and wash clothes. But for mold, it is unmatched. It is the backbone of my cleaning kit. If I could only keep 1 product in my van, it would be borax. Well, maybe borax and a good brush, but you get the point. Why don't more people know this? Because borax is not patented. You cannot trademark a mineral. Companies cannot make exclusive profits from it. They prefer to sell you proprietary blends with fancy names and colorful bottles. They spend millions on advertising to convince you that their blue liquid is superior to white powder. It is not. Marketing drives sales, not efficacy. As a 3rd-generation janitor, I don't care about marketing. I care about results. I care about sending my clients home with a clean, healthy house. Borax delivers that. It is honest cleaning. Let's talk about the environmental impact. When you wash bleach down the drain, it reacts with other chemicals in the sewage system. It can create harmful byproducts. Borax breaks down naturally. It is mined, processed, and used. It returns to the earth without causing significant ecological harm. It is biodegradable. For those of you trying to live greener lives, this is a crucial switch. You reduce plastic waste from bottles. You reduce chemical pollution. You save money. It's a win-win-win. There is no downside, except for the slight effort of mixing it yourself. But that takes 10 seconds. Is 10 seconds worth saving $20 and protecting your health? I think so. Pro tip: if you have a recurring mold problem in a specific spot, like a corner of your shower, make a paste. Mix borax with a small amount of water to form a thick paste. Apply it directly to the corner. Let it dry completely. Leave it there for a few days. The concentrated borax will pull moisture out of the grout and kill any deep-seated mold. Then scrub it off. This is for stubborn cases. It works like a charm. I use this on outdoor furniture too, before storing it for winter. It prevents mold from growing during the damp months. Another pro tip: add borax to your washing machine when washing moldy towels or shower curtains. Half a cup in the wash cycle. It kills the mold spores in the fabric. It removes the musty smell. Do not dry moldy items in the dryer without washing them first. The heat can set the smell and spread spores in the dryer vent. Wash with borax first, then dry. Your towels will smell fresh, not like a wet dog. This extends the life of your linens. You don't have to throw them away. You can save them. I know some of you are skeptical. You have tried everything. You are tired of hearing, just use this. I get it. I've been there. But I urge you to try this one thing. Buy a box of borax. It costs less than a coffee. Test it on a small patch. See the results. Judge for yourself. I'm not selling you anything. I'm sharing knowledge passed down through 3 generations of cleaners. We've seen trends come and go. Steam cleaners, ozone generators, UV lights. Some work, some don't. But borax? Borax is constant. It's reliable. It is the foundation of professional cleaning. If you have tried this method, let me know in the comments. Did it work for you? What surface did you clean? Was it bathroom tile, wood cabinets, basement walls? Your feedback helps others decide if this is right for them. I read every comment. I answer questions. This channel is about building a community of people who want to clean smarter, not harder. We share what works. We discard what doesn't. Join us. If you found this video helpful, subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon so you don't miss the next tip. Next week, I'm going to show you how to clean greasy kitchen cabinets without stripping the finish. It's a common problem, and most people ruin their cabinets trying to fix it. I'll show you the safe way, the janitor's way. Click the video on the screen now to watch my guide on cleaning gas stoves. It pairs perfectly with this mold tutorial. Keep your home clean. Keep it healthy. Keep it simple. I'm Kitchen Shine Master. I'll see you in the next one.